Welcome to the Fields of Code tutorial series, and to this tutorial, Report Data Markers Part 1. Note that the tutorial assumes you have already viewed Creating a Basic Report and Introduction to Reporting. Part 1 of Report Data Markers will review the different icons for data markers, variable height data markers, and data markers that require user input. We will begin by opening the Report Gateway and creating a new patient report. On the top toolbar, we find the Add One or More Data Markers to the Canvas icon, and choosing that, we have the Data Marker selection window. If we expand these menus, we see that the data markers are identified using one of four icons. The icon here, beside Latest Treatment Bill, represents data that will be displayed as columns and rows. Some examples are appointment schedules, insurance information, and of course Latest Treatment Bill. The icon here represents simple text, one or more words displayed over one or more lines of text. This can also include numbers as well as text. Some examples, as you see, would be age, date of birth, filing ID, gender, health card, etc. The icon here represents data that will be displayed as an image. Examples would be patient and employee photos. And the last icon here represents data that will be displayed as a list in a single column. Some examples would be medical conditions, allergies, medications, etc. We will begin with variable height data markers, which are represented by this icon, representing columns and rows, and this icon, representing single column. We'll add these two data markers to the canvas. And using the mouse, clicking and holding, and dragging them into desired positions. We call these variable height data markers because they can have an unpredictable height during real-time rendering of an attached report. Although the system will adapt to the attached data, taking more or less columns and rows or lines as necessary, this fact should be kept in mind when designing your report. Let's look at the data example preferred contact method. If we take a look at our patient document, which I already have open here, we see that there are 8 possible contact methods. In Doug's case, we only have 3 of those chosen. If we take a look at another patient document, Colleen, we note that Colleen only has one checked contact method. If we attach the report we just created to Colleen's file, we see that the data marker required only one single line. If we return to Doug's patient file, and attach the report to his document, we find that the data marker required 3 lines. So in creating a report template, keep in mind that you may need several maximum lines when creating a report template. Let's return to Add One or More Data Markers to the canvas and discuss data markers that require user input. Currently, there are 5 data markers that require input. These are found under Patients and Schedule, and specifically the Selected Treatment Bill options and the Schedule options. Let's take Selected Treatment Bill Detailed as an example and add it to our report. We'll save the report, and we'll add this report template to a patient document. We'll add it to Colleen's document. Using the Reports tab and the List Add and Remove Attach Reports, add, and we'll choose the report template we just created. Click OK. Notice that the system immediately asks us to select a treatment. We do this by choosing the Select button and choosing the treatment. In this case, we'll choose Exam. Accept the selection, verify it here, and choose OK. We now see that the report has been rendered using our selected treatment. If we wanted to choose another treatment, we'd go back to the List Add and Remove, choose the report, and down here at the bottom where it has the selection, we choose Change Input. Select, and we'll choose the other treatment. Now when we close this window, we see the report has reflected our new treatment option. We will continue our discussion of report data markers with Report Data Markers Part 2.